Gandhi Fellowship really does is ensure that you're not in an ivory tower, but really have your ears to the ground. Those 2 years become fuel for everything. It becomes a reference point for you. In terms of an education experience, that ground experience was so fulfilling. I work as a fundraiser. Everything that I do, I think about my fellowship days. I write proposals, I design programs, I engage with program logics, and I think, okay, this is a great logic, it sounds very coherent, but will it be feasible on the ground? And I think developing that lens, developing that nuanced understanding of what really sounds great but what actually works on the field, I think fellowship really equips you, and it's not something that you've taken once and stays lifetime, but you become humble. You leave your entitlement behind, thinking that, oh, you have these answers, but you really understand that you really need to have your ears close to the ground and always take feedback from communities you're working with. And I think that's how I think fellowships, learnings are something that I've been using.
जो मेरा प्रोफेशनल करियर है अभी बीइंग इन द सोशल सेक्टर इज़ बिकॉज ऑफ फेलोशिप. मैंने कोई पढ़ाई नहीं की थी इन द सोशल सेक्टर, सो आई थिंक दैट्स द बिगेस्ट थिंग दैट फेलोशिप हैज़ गिवन मी. से पहले जो मेरे दिमाग में आता है, इट्स को एग्जिस्टिंग विद पीपल, बिकॉज मेरे लोकेशन में हम 10 से 11 लोग थे, एवरीबडी फ्रॉम डिफरेंट बैकग्राउंड. सो एक डाइवर्सिटी, इंक्लूसिविटी हमने वहीं से सीखी थी, just co-living with like different people from different backgrounds. So I think I learned the most from my co-fellows as well. And just influence without authority sounds like something very fellowship language, but I think it's something that has always stayed in my mind. And the kind of work, the job role that I'm in, जो fundraising है, it's mostly about influencing people to know about the work that we do. In short, like selling the sort of the work. So I think it really plays कि मैं वहाँ पे किसी को authority से तो नहीं कर सकती. It has to be like a lot of influencing and a lot of like the communication steps that was taught in fellowship. So I think in my career, in my job role, it really does play a good role in that.
My biggest, I think, one of the learnings that I keep like proudly telling people wherever I go is, let's say my roommate Adi Ganesh, who didn't know a word of Hindi when he had joined the fellowship, and now when we speak, he just speaks in Hindi, right? I think that shows the kind of rigor that you need to really work in a school, work in any kind of system, right? Work in a new setup. So I think that was one major learning. And secondly, I think just experimenting, right? I think it was more of a playground to just like go and experiment different kind of practices, different kind of culture, values, and really experiment with those students, like teachers, principals, and different stakeholders, right? So I think these two things have taken me, I think have I think helped me a lot in terms of what work I do right now and in terms of my personal life as well. So I think that's something which I think owe a lot to the fellowship, and it's in terms of the kind of process and in terms of how it was entirely structured, which I think I wouldn't have experienced anywhere else. Yeah.